Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking a massive opportunity that's basically got the whole business community buzzing right now, the Master Franchise Conclave 2026. Look, if you've been keeping even half an eye on the market, you know the franchise sector is just absolutely exploding. And events like this, well, this is where the heavy hitters actually get together to shake hands and make those big deals happen. So I've got to ask you right out of the gate, are you ready to own your next business? Seriously, are you prepared to expand your portfolio and actually step into strategic business ownership? Because what we're looking at today, it isn't just theory. This is highly actionable intelligence for serious investors who are actively looking to scale. Think of this explainer as your strategic playbook. We're going to completely deconstruct this upcoming event in Chennai. We'll dig into the data, the real opportunities, and the on-the-ground reality of stepping onto that expo floor. By the time we wrap up, you won't just know this event exists, you're going to know exactly how to leverage it to fuel your own business expansion. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We've got 5 quick stops. 1. Unlocking global franchise opportunities. 2. Figuring out exactly who this is for. 3. Taking a look inside the conclave itself. 4. Checking out the participating brands. And finally, number 5, some absolutely crucial investment insights. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, unlocking global franchise opportunities, just getting the basics down. Before we start talking heavy investment strategy, we need the raw logistics, right? So definitely mark your calendars because this is literally happening in just 2 days. We're looking at May 3rd, 2026. The venue is the Hyatt Regency in Chennai over on Anasalai. And you really want to pay attention to who's organizing this. Franchise India and the Global Franchise Forum. These are absolute giants in the business networking space, which basically tells us this event has some serious institutional weight behind it. And honestly, maybe the most surprising detail here is this number, just 1,500. The registration fee is only 1,500 rupees per person. When you consider the kind of access you're getting to global brands and actual master franchise rights, that barrier to entry is incredibly low. I mean, it's basically the cost of a decent business lunch. Moving on to Section 2. Who is this for? Let's talk about the target audience. Now, what's really interesting here is the stark contrast. We kind of need to clear up a common misconception about these massive expos right away. This is emphatically not an employment fair. You aren't showing up to hand out your resume to HR. No, this is strictly a business, investment, and capital allocation environment. The organizers are zeroing in on 4 very specific profiles. We're talking high net worth individuals looking to diversify, active investors who want new vehicles for capital growth, current business owners aiming to scale up or pivot into totally new markets, and aspiring franchisees who, they have the capital and the drive, but they just need that proven system of an established brand. If you fit into any of those buckets, well, this conclave is built exactly for you. All right, Section 3, inside the conclave. Let's see what you actually get. Let's imagine walking onto the actual floor to see how this all plays out. Once you're inside, you'll see there isn't just one single way to deploy your capital. Sure, you've got your traditional franchise opportunities with both national and international brands. But what's really fascinating is the resale option. You can literally buy an existing, already running franchise and totally skip that grueling setup phase. Throw in the chance to fund raw startup ideas, or even secure the global rights for an international brand entering India for the first time. The options are just incredibly diverse. But, beyond just the types of investments, the actual format of the event is key. You're not just standing around reading glossy brochures. There's a live brand showcase, so you get to see these business models functioning in real time. And even better, the one-on-one meetings. This is where the magic happens. Having those personal, face-to-face sit-downs with actual brand decision-makers means you can completely bypass the corporate gatekeepers and get straight to negotiating. Section 4, participating brands. Let's look at the lineup. The roster they've put together is solid. It's headlined by their partner brand, 50 Sec, which is a massive global player in the laundry and textile care industry. But right alongside them, you've got a really strong lineup featuring names like Barcelos, The Souvlaki, Donor Shack, Coffee Buddy, Yogurt Factory, and Imposti. And this brilliantly illustrates a huge trend in the Indian market right now. Notice anything? There's a heavy focus on food and beverage franchises. Almost all of those visible brands we just named, aside from 5 Sec, obviously, sit squarely in the F&B sector. And trust me, that's no coincidence. F&B remains one of the most aggressively expanding, highly popular investment choices in India today. It's also really worth noting the sheer industry muscle backing this up. The event is officially supported by the Indian Small Business and Franchise Association, and their media partner is Retailer. Honestly, when you have organizations of this caliber involved, it just adds a massive layer of credibility and industry oversight to the whole operation. Finally, Section 5, Crucial Investment Insights. Time for a quick reality check. Consider this your reality check before you even think about writing an actual check. See that number? 2 to 4? That represents years. The hard reality of franchising is that a lot of these businesses take 2 to 4 years just to break even. So you need to walk into the Hyatt Regency with your eyes wide open. Franchising is an incredibly powerful wealth-building tool, for sure, but it's rarely an overnight success. You are absolutely playing the long game here. To help you navigate that, we pulled this essential pre-event checklist directly from our source data. Step 1. Do your homework. Research the brands and their expected investment ranges before you ever step foot inside. Step 2. Deeply understand those return on investment timelines we just mentioned. Step 3. Be cautious, like inherently cautious, of super optimistic profit claims. If a pitch sounds a little too good to be true, start digging into the numbers. And step 4, prepare hard questions. Do not leave those one-on-one meetings without asking about ongoing corporate support, exact profit margins, and their specific strategies for location selection. Now, if you've got your checklist ready and you're eager to take action, here is the specific booking contact the organizers provided. You can just reach out to +91 97176 83838 to lock in your spot for the May 3rd conclave. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. You've got the date, you've got the strategy, and you know exactly which brands are waiting for you on that floor. So, will your next big investment be waiting for you in Chennai? The opportunity is mapped out right in front of you. The rest is just going to come down to your research and your execution. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and we'll see you next time as we keep breaking down the business world one slide at a time.